Hyderabad at the launch of BASF, and here we have Simone ma'am, and we are going to interact with her about the rice farming industry in Asia Pacific region and India as well. So welcome ma'am. So my first question to you is like, how does BASF contribute to solving in the biggest problem in rice farming in India?
So we at BASF, we are really doing everything for the love of farming because we truly believe farming is the biggest job on earth. And as you know, in Asia, especially also in India, rice is the staple food. It's the priority for also food security, for really serving every human. Um, and so it's also for us a priority as BASF, and it's quite um, uh, clear for us that we focus on rice in India, and that's why we here today launched two new innovations for the farmers that are cultivating rice, and I think it's a beautiful addition for their toolbox to help produce better and higher yields. And you have already witnessed the launch today. So it is Valexio. It's an insecticide. It's powered by Prexio Active, and it's a new mode of action. It's against all the rice hoppers, and we really, really are delighted to bring this innovation as the first one to the globe here in India. And then we also have Mibelia. It's a fungicide against the shear plate. So it's a wonderful addition where we have powered it with Revysol, and it's a mixture with Xemium, a well-known SDHI. So I think with both new innovations, farmers really have the best tools for really helping improve the rice yields.
And what are the new plans of the company for rice farming marketing, especially Asia Pacific region, since many countries like Thailand and China, they are leading in rice farming. So what are the plans of the company for Asia Pacific region?
Excellent, thanks, Deepti. So basically, we as BASF Agricultural Solutions, we look into the different crop systems that the farmers are cultivating. And when it comes to rice, this is the main crop for Asia Pacific. And as you know, I'm looking after Asia Pacific, which is, we are represented in 19 markets. And so China, India, also Vietnam, any Southeast Asian country is really cultivating rice. So this is for us a priority. So we really want to strengthen our market position. We have a very strong pipeline. Also now coming into rice first here as well, strengthening the portfolio here in India. But we will also bring this to all the other markets where we see there's a fit that it will really benefit the farm cultivation there. So this is something we will also bring to these markets.
Okay. So given your global experience, how do you see India's agri-input ecosystem evolving in comparison with the other key markets like Japan or China?
Yeah, so it's a beautiful question because farming is so diverse. It really is different uh, from one farm to the other, from one geography to the other, and also between the different countries. So um, it's quite different when you look at farming rice, for example, in Japan, where we also bring in such innovations around crop protection, but also come around with innovations on the digital solutions side. So really help to really bring together an ecosystem to really cultivate rice. Or as well, when it comes to India, we now have these two crop protection additions. We will have much more innovations coming. So we are looking for 10 plus innovations in the next few years. And amongst them is also traits. Traits to really, with clear feed and Provisia, to bring the seeds to the next level. And we see also herbicides coming because when we see the trend towards direct seeded rice, then there is a very strong demand for weed management, and here we will have a very strong pipeline of herbicides that will complement and support that advancement and technification that we also want to help here the farmers in India with.
Okay. So the next question is related to BASF's other initiatives apart from this insecticide, fungicides, carbon farming, which is really in trending. So is BASF planning to enter in carbon farming market? If yes, please
Mhm.
throw some light.
Yeah. So as I already mentioned, the ecosystem of rice is very holistic, and for us this means looking at all the different elements. So it's the trade, it's the seed, it's the crop protection, and it's also the digital tools, but also the sustainability elements. So we as BASF, we have sustainability targets, especially also for agriculture, where we really want to reduce the carbon emissions of the crop produced by 30%. And that is significant in rice. As we know, this is the, the largest emitter of carbon. And we really are working with different institutions. We are partnering and looking into um, measuring, because we are truly believing whatever we can measure, we can also then find the right practices to reduce and manage it to that targets that we all want. So I think there's more to come, so wait for it. So
Okay.
we're working on this.
Uh, the thing is that looking ahead, what key innovations or partnerships can we expect from BASF to further revolutionize the agri-input ecosystem?
Mm. So first and foremost, I think my team is really with the farmers, and this is the partnership that we honor the most, because, as I said, we really do everything for the large of farming, and we really want to generally also support to safely produce the produce that we all want to have. Um, but we are also partnering with the institution when it comes to research, when it comes to checking how are the innovations fitting into the different farming practices. So we are doing this as well as with production. So we make a lot here for the local market. We produce also in India, and we partner there with different companies as well. So we kind of um, live the connectedness already, and this is something we also do going ahead.
Okay, as the panelists mentioned in their speeches also, like BASF is planning into in acquisition and partnerships model in India. So, what will be the nature? Like, what kind of companies you will be preferring, or what will be the strategy of BASF in this regard?
So in general, we are really looking into strengthening our R&D and D and
Okay.
bringing that to market, and we complement. We have a very strong position when it comes to what we call the soy crop system, the wheat crop system, and also fruits and vegetable, and now also the rice. Um, and we are always seeing like where are opportunities that we would like see as strengthening. So this is something that we are actively doing since I'm also part of this company, and there's nothing that I can now share with. But if we would complement what we have in seeds and traits to strengthen the position, as well as biologicals, this is something quite of interest.
Okay, my last question to you. Recently, the Indian government has released two genome-edited varieties of rice. So, in this regard, like if private companies want to enter in that, what would be the preference area, or what is BASF's strategy or take on it? Will
Mm.
private industry enter into that, and how it will work?
Mhm. Yeah, we also see and recognize that there is opening up and strong encouragement also for these new technologies in this rice area. At this moment, we are don't engaging into gene editing on the rice side, but as I said, we are actively working on traits for the rice area, and this will come in the foreseeable future very soon.